Hi everybody, and welcome to 2021, hopefully the beginning of a bright future with a light at the end of the tunnel. We can't let our guard up yet because January is going to be a rough month. My New Year's resolution was to get back to doing some teaching, so hi, hope you are doing fine. So where do we start? I think the answer is at the beginning. One moment you're not doing Tai Chi, the next moment you are. What happens in that moment? There's some Chinese words that I'll mispronounce, but we do a practice we call Tai Chi, which is really Tai Chi, and that really, in my translation, means instead of supreme ultimate, I prefer great extremes. They both are the same, they're the same characters. And the great extremes are yin and yang. So we go from a state of not differentiating yin and yang, a state called wuji, the without the extremes. So I'm standing here minding my own business, and in just a second I'm going to start doing Tai Chi as soon as I decide to. Before I decide to, I go through my checklist. There's 5 principles that Ben Low outlined. It's sort of like a checklist. Upright body, turn from the waist, differentiate, full and empty, beautiful ladies' hands, and relax. And if you have those in mind as a checklist, then you're ready to begin. And when we begin, we go from wuji, without, sort of like the Big Bang, and all of a sudden, Tai Chi. There's a moment where we change from one to the other. Now, there's different schools that have derived from Chen Manqing, and I will be doing my best to stick with what I believe Tam Gibbs taught, and other teachers of our discipline do it differently. In Tam's teaching, as we begin Tai Chi, the hands begin to fold facing back as the waist begins to turn as we close our right hip. As we do that, this leg spins off. And when we do that, you don't want the foot knifed. You want the foot flat. So it's all happening here. Wuji, Tai Chi, dropping into the right, sitting into the right. Step out. No weight. Check. Upright body. Sit down, relax, separate the weight. Okay, that's the first step in what we call the beginning or the introduction. Allow the muscles to wrap the bones. That's how this movement happens. All of the weight still over here. Sit down. Now you have to take your nose, your navel, and your sacrum and drop them energetically into the bubbling spring and step out. No weight. Then when you decide to change weight, go from the bottom of the right foot under the ground into the left foot, sitting back. So far we've got wuji, thinking about my shopping list, and Tai Chi. Now I'm going to fold this hip. As I fold this hip and relax this leg, I'm going to allow the tension that builds in this leg to bring my toe around. So I'm closing this hip. The result is this toe coming around. All of the weight over here. Now, checklist. Not upright. Not sitting. Relax. Come to the center. Knees are bent. I'm sitting into a chair. Now, as I stand up, I have to keep sinking my tailbone into the ground. Elbows heavy, hands light. The beginning of going from wuji to Tai Chi. Knees straight but not locked. Elbows heavy, fingers light. That's enough for this week.